Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed.
Well, that was a rough start. Whatever, man. You know, I tried to rush to be on time, and I even forgot to put my graphic up. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, man. It's the morning afterthoughts, man. The morning afterthoughts, and we're here to talk Mikey Garcia versus Sandor Martin. I was about to call him Martinez again. Look, even with the win, you know, he just didn't make that type of mark just yet. Let's see as, you know, the news starts rolling out and we start figuring out what it is that he's going to do next. But congratulations to Sandor Martin, who got the upset. Once again, congratulations to Trav FDY. He's the first and really the only person that came out before the fight, I want to say. Obviously, a bunch of you showed me your betting slips. And you know, you also made the decision to bet on Sandor and collect that money. So congratulations to everyone else. But a special congrats to Trav, who, man, he took it home. He really took it home, made a lot of big bucks, and he's got an eye, man. I was talking to him late last night, and, you know, I want to put together a team. Make what stop, Assassino? But I do want to put together a team, a betting team, man. We need to beat these odds with TBV. We got a lot of good, you know, boxing fans in our community that are getting rich, and I don't want to be left out. I need Trav's, you know, advice. I need Killer Kel's advice. I need Bo and Bama's advice. And if you think that you are as good or better than those gentlemen, well, then link up with me, man. Hit me up on SGTO, Instagram, and Twitter, or you can even reach out to the Boxing Voice and say you're interested in being part of the betting panel. You don't have to come on camera. You won't have to call in if you don't want to. We could definitely have personal meetings on Thursdays and Fridays before the betting show, and then just give your advice to our audience. Because when Trav FDY told me that Sandor Martinez had a big possibility of winning, I laughed. And, you know, I hate it. I hate that I laughed. I hate that I wasn't optimistic the way that I usually am with the sport. But unlike my optimism for the sport, I don't really share the same optimism for fighters and, you know, freaking upsets. But they happen. You know, there's a Buster Douglas for a reason. There's an Andy Ruiz for a reason. And now there's a Sandor Martin for a reason. So, yeah, George Foster, it may sound funny that I'm saying I want to put together a betting team, but when weekly we're paying our car notes and mortgages, you will want some of that advice, let me tell you. My man KC Shells made $4,700, bro. 4,700, like, come on, man. That's a month's worth of work for some people. So let's not act like we can't all benefit from the education and knowledge of our audience. But that being said, it was a shocker. It was a shocker. Mikey Garcia suffers an upset defeat to Sandor Martin. But the truth is that Haney versus Lopez, it kind of stole the show. I mean, the numbers for the Haney-Lopez altercation is what they're calling it, did fantastic. You know, on Matchroom's Twitter, that thing is almost at 250,000. On Matchroom's YouTube, that thing is at 35,000. I would have to check. Let me see. Dazn, what do they got it on their Instagram? How many views on their Instagram? We're going there. And this got 26,000. The other one got 180,000 because they posted two different, well, one angle and then another one with Mora and Mannix. So, the actual confrontation or altercation, that one has 180 on the Dazn Instagram. So, they might have stole the show. But I don't know that anything comes from all of that back and forth and hoopla. Like, at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez is still with Top Rank. And, while he might be chilling on that Dazn side of the street right now, he got to go back. He got to go back, man. It's like he's going to find his way home, guys. And that's why he was like, when he was asked, like, yo, could we do it right here on Dazn? He's like, yeah, we could do it on Dazn. We could do it on ESPN, anywhere. Why? Because he's gotta cover his tracks. He knows he's not the boss. And I'm not taking shots, because truthfully, maybe Devin and his father aren't the boss either, because at the end of the day, it's the networks. It's the networks that decide whether or not the fight is good enough to buy, good enough to air. But I think they stole the show. I think they really did. And, I want to be optimistic and hope that this fight happens, but there's so much between that and the fight actually happening, right? Like, you still got to have the Kambosos fight. Then Tio still has to go home and still has to find a way to get Bob to negotiate with Eddie. Eddie, Bill, Devin need to decide, are they packing it up and they going to Top Rank to make that fight? And let's talk about that. Tio kept yelling at Devin's father and at Devin, what happened to the meeting? Why y'all ain't show up to the meeting? Something like that, right? I know people want to make shirts out of it now. My thing is, like, what world are we living in? Someone woke me up early this morning, claims he's working. So he's not obsessed. He's saying, I'm not obsessed with Tio, he tells me. I'm actually at work. I'm putting in a 12-hour shift. Cool. I listened to his grievances, and what he's telling me, or what he's showing me, is that he is an extremist. An extremist when it comes to Teofimo. Because he's like, oh, look, they're exposed. What happened to the meeting with Bob? And I'm like, bruh, so you want him to sign to Bob? Like, in 2021, we're really going to call a fighter a duck for not signing with Bob? Like, is that what the type of fan you are? Like, did we forget Floyd leaving Bob Arum? Did we forget Oscar leaving Bob Arum? Did we forget Mikey Garcia leaving Bob Arum? Did we forget Oscar De La Hoya leaving Bob Arum? Did we forget Miguel Cotto leaving Bob Arum? And did we forget that all those men were more of a success story when they left? All those men became bigger in boxing when they left. But in 2021, we're really going to tell Devin Haney he's ducking Tio because he didn't accept some lowball offer from Bob Arum to be on Top Rank. Other than F.A., who's considered a prospect, right? What big name fighters are signing to Bob after they're established? Let's think about it. You got guys like Tyson Fury, co-promoted with Bob after being established. Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Miller attempted that co-promotion with Bob after being established, but his failed drug test ruled him out of that. Pulev was signed to Bob after, having some sort of buzz. Josh Teller, I guess he co-signed with Bob after winning one or two belts in the World Boxing Super Series. Any other big names you guys can think of? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about an established fighter that obviously has a fan base, has a network backing him. We're asking him to leave where he's being backed financially and go to Bob Arum's network his side of the street and accept his deal. And if not, that's ducking. Strange. Now, another thing that's strange is that people were like, yo, oh, wow, Tio's not lying because he's saying it in front of Bill and Eddie that what happened to the meeting? Why y'all ain't show up to the meeting? Okay, so if confronting someone the way that Tio did makes it truth, well then, when Devin confronted Tio about being paid more than him and said, let's get Eddie right now, we got to take that as truth too. I'm just saying. Because if we're gonna use that sort of logic, which isn't really logic, let's just be real, it's just some fanboyism shit to give your favorite fighter some sort of edge in this ridiculous back and forth. Let's be real. I mean, I know, Bill. But they both called each other pussy. I mean, look, Bill's up. Shout out to you. I didn't like any of it, honestly. It was a little too personal for me. I thought we was just meant to fight. That shit looked like it could have got out of hand, to say the least. You start calling people pussy and bitch in their face. I don't know. Something can happen. But I will say that, Bill, you do have some explaining to do. We need to know what's going on with this meeting, right? This meeting that they said you were supposed to show up to. Not that I'm holding you to it. You hear me loud and clear. I don't believe in signing a Bob at this point, 2021, unless it's a Tyson Fury deal. Let's be honest. Tyson Fury made $120 million. Everybody heard it from all the mountaintops. We heard that news. Devin's deal obviously wasn't $120 million. It wasn't leaked to any big writers saying, look at what Devin turned down, $5 million for 2 fights. No, it wasn't anything like that, right? So, we need to just know what it is we're asking a fighter to do. Because Pulev signed the Top Rank and nothing came out of it. He signed as an opponent. The only one that signed as an A-side was Josh Taylor and Tyson Fury. And if you can remember others, please do tell me so that we can bring them up as references. But I really don't know. But let me open up these phone lines in case you guys want to call in and give us your opinion.
Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Let's go. You know the number.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
I don't know. Show Kids saying they wasn't going to swing. I'm just saying, man. Come on, man. That shit was about to get out of hand. I'm glad it didn't go south. But it felt like it was about, Tio started getting that real serious face. Like, yo, I eat with my hands. And he got the little psycho eyes. You know what I'm saying? Got to be careful, man. You never know. But maybe they were warned beforehand. A lot of people saying it was staged. Didn't feel staged. Maybe they was told that they would be interviewed together, but I don't think it was staged. Let me go out to New York City. What's going on, David Maldonado?
What he done to the boxing world to be number 1 in the junior weight division.
Yo, top of the morning.
What up?
Yo, Ness. Now, you was asking the question, why would somebody go with Bob Arum? The same way people give Terrence Crawford slack because he doesn't go to PBC to face the guys that are in his division. That's the same thing I'm saying about Devin Haney. If he wants Teofimo, who is the big fight, Listen. That's the big fight for him
Nah,
at 135. That's the guy that you say in order to be unified, they got to fight each other.
Nah,
so
man.
if he was scheduled to have that meeting with Bob Arum, even if it's just a one-off, you do it. When Canelo Alvarez wanted to become undisputed,
you wish it was a one-off.
Listen, you cut me off.
You wish it was a one-off.
Listen, when Canelo,
show
when
me
Canelo
the
Alvarez,
fight. Show me the fight that Bob did a one-off with. Just give me one. You the history buff.
All right, let's forget about the one-off. The bottom line is that the guy that he wants to fight is over at Top Rank on a contract. You're supposed to be a free agent. You want that fight, you go over there, you make it happen.
Ain't nobody
Canelo
going
Alvarez
over there,
wanted
man. Ain't nobody going over
Well,
there.
yeah,
Ain't nobody going over there,
So
bro.
you expect...
You literally in 2021, you telling people to go to Bob when Bob is out here telling fighters they not worth anything. Like, you want someone else to go over there.
If you
and
want
on top
the
of
big
that,
fight,
no.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
No, you don't got to do what you got to do. You as a boxing fan need to A, speak with context, and B, be for the fighter. You being for Tio. Why the fuck is in 2021?
No, I'm being for the fight.
Bro, in 2021,
Tio's
you
not the one
advising
that's
a
a free
fighter.
agent.
In 2021, you advising a fighter to sign with Arum.
But Tio's not the free agent.
Tell me on your right now. Give me 3 examples of Al being shitted on by fighters the way Bob is.
The discussion is not about who's been shitted on.
What
by
about
fighters.
Eddie?
The bottom line is that-
What about Eddie? Are fighters out here saying, yo, don't sign with Eddie because Eddie, you know, he talks bad about you, he shelves you, you know, he'll say you ain't worth something, he ain't paying you, any of that? You telling two fighters,
no, we're not talking.
You telling fighters in good situations to go to a bad situation. You sound crazy, bro.
Tyson Fury went over to Bob Arum.
And that's ain't that what I said? Ain't that what I said? I said, when have we heard another one?
Miguel Cotto had went back to Bob Arum.
When?
For momentarily to get that fight with Sergio Martinez. He went to Bob Arum for that fight.
Man,
I think it was a one-off. And then after that,
you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Bob Arum never had Martinez. Sergio went to Golden Boy for that
fight.
Sergio went to Golden Boy.
That fight.
Cotto went to Golden Boy. That's how he got the Canelo fight. No, it wasn't. I'm about to Google it right now. I'm about to Google it right now.
I'm gonna come back in half an hour.
Yeah.
That fight was on Top Rank. Look it up. That fight was on Top Rank.
I'm about to check.
And then after that fight, he became a free agent, if I'm not correct, and did the Rock Nation deal, whatever. That shit fell apart. And then he fought Canelo later, maybe 2 fights later, bro. I'm telling you. He went back to Bob Arum. I think it was for 1 fight. You know, anyway, the bottom line is this. If the guys in your division are at a certain network and you want to make those fights happen, you make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Charlo, had he went over to the zone, he probably would have gotten the Canelo fight or Demetrius Andrade fight. Canelo went over to Al Heyman because he wants that Caleb Plant fight.
I gotta go.
Manny Pacquiao was tired.
I gotta go, man.
Manny was tired of the Top Rank diet, and Manny went over to Al Heyman. Come on, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
I
hear you, man. In 2021, man, I don't advise anybody to sign with Bob. It's just that simple. You can't use Tyson Fury as the example because you haven't heard anyone else get a signing of that magnitude. Not Josh Taylor, not Pulev, not Roddell Booker, not Gerald Miller. Like, name it. Name it. And then we're just going to ignore because you're an extremist and you want to see T.O. get a fight. We're just going to ignore for many, many years that we've been saying Bob doesn't know how to promote black fighters. We're just going to ignore that now, right? We're going to ignore that they never attempted to give Bradley the Mayweather fight. Not once. Show me an article when they tried to make that fight. I bet you find more articles of Bradley saying he'll never be able to make that fight. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know what type of boxing fans y'all are, man. Listen, if Bob want to make that fight, I didn't see Maurice Hooker have to sign with Bob. But you want Tio to sign with Bob. Because, again, you're an extremist. You know, it was easy for Ramirez and Booker or Hooker to get in the ring, but it's not. Not for Tio and Devin. Devin got a sign. Okay, I see. We going out to Brandon in Cincinnati. What up?
Ayy, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
That's what's that word, bro?
Chilling.
Hey, he right, man. That Martinez and Cotto was a top rank on HBO. If I remember correctly. So
Yeah, I googled it. He was right. I seen the ropes.
But yeah, that shit don't excite me, man. That
But
shit that
you
happened.
need context, though. The only reason they had to do that was because, remember, that was one of them very rare days where we had 2 pay-per-views. I'm pretty sure the day that Cotto fought Martinez, Canelo fought Josecito Lopez across the street. One was in Thomas and Matt. The other one was like wherever the other casino is right across the street.
Okay. I can't speak out. I really don't remember. But yeah, that shit don't really excite me. What happened? I told you a couple weeks ago, that whole 135 division is just a big ass show of just young millennials doing what they do best, talk shit on the internet. I don't think nothing's gonna come of that shit. Only thing is, instead of Twitter fingers, we got to see it live and in the flesh, man. I get tired of them niggas talking and doing all that wolfing, and ain't no fights getting made with none of them. They all a bunch of over-entitled little young niggas who getting money on some millennial shit. So, I mean, I understand for you, you're a YouTuber, it gives you shit to talk about, but ain't none of them niggas really stepping on nothing. So until they actually, I mean, all they do is Twitter talk. Ain't none of them set up to fight each other. None of them. They all get, I said, they all just some young niggas getting money, talking shit on Twitter to each other all day. It's getting old. Like, then we got the nerve to compare them to the Four Kings.
I mean, hold on, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we just be sane? There's only one dude that hasn't signed a fight. There's only one dude that's a free agent. There's only one dude trying to fight everybody. Like, why are we lying? Tio's been in the same situation for almost 2 years. So he ain't trying to fight nobody but Camboso. That's just facts. That's just facts. Javonta don't even say Devin's name, let alone Tio's name. That's just facts. Like, to say they all on some Twitter shit, that's not true. Some of them are. We know who are and who ain't. Don't just try to bulk them all in, because they not all the same.
I am bulking them all in because ain't none of them fought each other yet. I ain't putting the blame on one person. I'm saying I'm tired of all of them. All they do is sit on Twitter.
The blame is on the A side. It's always going to be. Tank could fight whoever he want, just like Tio could fight whoever he want. Tio chose to stand on his square and fight Camboso. Tio wanted to go all the way to fucking Australia for Camboso. Now that shit blew up in his face. All his fangirls out here trying to make Devin Haney sign a fucking Top Rank. That ain't his fault. You made the mistake. You chased that Camboso shit. You told us it was good.
All right, man. But as far as that Top Rank, Anouilh the Monster and Jamel Herring, they both signed the Top Rank late, and they doing better than they previously were. But I'm gonna let you go, man. If you enjoy all the Twitter talking and the non-stepping, that's on you. But the shit get old, man. I want to see the niggas actually fight. I ain't really. It's getting old. If I knew a fight was coming, I wouldn't mind.
Are you comparing Devin Haney to Jamel Herring?
No, you said name some people who went to Top Rank and careers got better in the middle. I said Jamel Herring.
That ain't what I said. That ain't what I said. I like how you try to twist it to fit your narrative. I said name someone who was established. Jamel Herring had lost 2 times and was fucking cut from PBC. He didn't just go to Top Rank. He got Bomac to talk him up and get him on there on a one-off, and then they signed him. You liar.
Say that. You can say that for anybody. Name somebody who was established that went to PBC.
Bruh, Tyson Fury was established and went to Top Rank, and that's why he got that deal. But Devin is established, and they trying to offer him a lowball deal that we ain't even heard. You don't find that odd? That this deal that T.O. talking about ain't even get leaked to the media so that we at least could be like, damn, Devin turned down X amount of dollars and a fight with Undisputed. No, that ain't weird to you. That ain't weird. All right, man, bye, man. I can't teach you for free. Get out of here, man. You dudes are weird as fuck to me, man. I swear. Like, how you gonna compare Jamel Herring, who need a handout, off of 2 losses and cut from PBC, to Devin Haney, who making more money than Tio and is a free agent bubbling. First fighter ever to get a 2-3 part series on Showtime as a prospect. First prospect ever to get a deal with Showtime. Then a deal with Dazn. But we just gonna say he's herring? Weirdos, man. Davidian, what up? JT, New Orleans, what up? Justin in Milwaukee, what up? Y'all sleep on a Sunday, man. What up, man?
Hello?
What's good?
Hello?
What's good?
Hey, what's that dude's name that beat Mikey?
Sandor Martin.
Bro, I just found out he's from Milwaukee, bro. Someone just posted right before I got the notification you was going live.
I don't know, man. Sandor is from Spain, man. I don't know about being from Milwaukee. You might be talking about Javier Martinez, who fought on Friday from Milwaukee.
Oh, my bad, bro. I guess they got to look like the same last name, but regardless, that's crazy that Mikey lost. Though. I was watching that on Dazn because I had bought Dazn for that Joshua fight, and as soon as he lost, I ain't even gonna cap. I just ended my subscription for the months, but then I was like, oh shit, it says I do got it for a couple more weeks. So I watched that Mikey fight, and I don't know, bro. I don't know what he was doing. So he deserved to lose because he was just like walking, bro. No, nothing. But can you update me on that Haney thing, bro? I went to bed straight after that fight, so I didn't even see what happened between them.
I mean, they were just yelling in each other's faces, man. Nothing new. Bunch of yelling, bunch of let's fight. The father of Teo said, yeah, let's fight in January. They saying, I think they said, Devin and them didn't give a date because they got to fight December 3rd. There ain't no way they could fight in January.
Who Devin fighting the 3rd?
Hopefully it's going to be Jojo Diaz, who sounds like he's accepted the deal. He definitely sounds like he's accepted the deal. Shout out to Eddie for putting that pressure. But
they really ain't got no choice over there. Who else he going to fight since Ryan, quote, quote, hand broke?
He was planning on sitting out till that pressure came.
I feel you on that. But like I said, before I get off the phone, I don't know what Mikey was doing. I really don't know what. I thought that Joshua fight was awkward, but this looked a little bit more awkward than that one.
I mean, in what sense? I think he was just getting countered, man. He wasn't he wasn't
really putting no pressure on him. He was just
because he kept getting hit, bro. He kept getting hit with that right hand, bro. My man had an educated right hook.
But I don't know. I think he could have just, I'm not saying switch up his whole game plan because I know he was southpaw, but it's I know you just got to put a little more pressure when you're down in the scorecard. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Well, all right, Justin, man, thanks for calling in. I'll tell you this, though. Pressure would have worked. Whenever he did have successes when he was mauling him, I kept saying that all night. Mikey need to maul him again. Keep him on the ropes, lock up one arm, maul him, and he was landing big right hands off the ropes when he did that. But he stopped doing that, man. He stopped doing that. He needed to be a little bit more consistent with that and wear this guy down. He had good legs, man. Shout out to Trav FDY again, man. I'll probably never forget this pick. Fucking hell. Who would have thought it, right? Mikey Garcia loses to Sandor Martin. That is insane right now. We got Carmelo, Chicago. What up?
It's good with the dance.
Chill.
One that body. Man, Mikey just looked like that inactivity caught up to him. Because somebody just said in the chat, Mikey not much of a mauler, but that's what he need to do last night. But buddy check hook was good, and his right hook was good. His legs were excellent. Y'all would like to see a rematch though, Ness?
I mean, Yeah. For Martin, that's the best thing that could happen. You know, because if not, they're just gonna throw him to the wolves. I doubt they're gonna try and promote a Spaniard. He gonna have to earn his keep by fighting Mikey twice. But I don't think Mikey fights him. There was no belt. Like, I mean, it would be some Mexican pride shit, but I don't know that he does it.
Right. Then moving on to the Haney Teo thing, man. It's just crazy. I'm worried about the secret meaning too, because I do, in my opinion, Teo the best 135 is based on because he beat the guy, you know, the so-called guy in Loma. But I got Haney ranked very high. You know, he's a great fighter, but I don't understand with the secret meeting. And did they offer Bill? My thing is, did they offer Bill something in the past? A low ball offer?
Yeah, there's rumors that it was in a low ball offer. Punch Drunk Boxing reports that there was a low offer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. That's what Punch said. Okay, then if there's something in the situation, I agree, man. I'm not gonna go to Bob unless it's a long-term deal. If you can give me a TO, a Loma, and maybe another fighter for whatever you feel like he valued at, $2-3 million a piece per fight. Maybe if they feel like Devin's at that level, if they could bring it in. But like you said, what black fighter are they promoting like that on Top Rank? You see what the problems Bud having right now.
Super.
So does Devin go and sign a long-term deal? And less is worth it, man. You know, it depends. But
like
you say, 2021.
This is my thing.
Well,
you gonna sign a long-term deal with Bob Arum, right? Well, he couldn't get.
It depends on how much.
But he couldn't get Bud to fight. He couldn't get Bud to fight. So why you go? Matter of fact, how about this? You gonna sign a long-term deal to fight Teo, but Bob didn't even give Teo a rematch versus Loma. So how do you know you gonna fight these dudes? Because Loma over there won a rematch with Teo, and we don't see that.
He's like, he ain't gonna get it.
We don't see that.
Right, now Teo saying, no, we ain't doing no rematch. After his dad had said in that interview with Bob, I think he said that they was gonna do it after they redid his contract. I think it was at the Jose Ramirez Taylor fight. Yeah, it was on an interview on that. Now Teo saying, no, I don't gotta go back to fight him. So I see what you mean. You're not guaranteed to get a big fight over there and necessarily move on to do what you have less control than what the Haneys will have doing their own thing. And man, I agree, man. But that's my call, man. Shout out to the boxing boys. Still the best out there, man.
Shout out to you, champ. Appreciate
you doing your thing, man.
Thank you, man. We'll do. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because Sandor got the upset. Hit that subscribe button because you like the morning after show. 7 days a week. We talking boxing every day, 9 a.m. It's cooking over here. We going out to Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia. What it do? Actually, Lids Low, hold that thought for un segundo. Let me catch up on these super chats. We got Trav. Shout out to you. Heard you say Martin made $150,000. Lesson to fighters: when the opportunity knocks, take it. He made history, became a name on the world stage, and will parlay into bigger paydays. He sure did, and you called it and made all that money, man. Congratulations. Sway, New York City says, in a perfect world, we get Teo versus Haney and Tank versus Ryan or Loma early next year. Yeah, right. Then that can set up late summer clash between the winners. Yeah, right. Hashtag what? Wish upon a star. Show Kid in CT says, Mikey Garcia and Nestor Gibbs failed me. Wanted to make a bet. I asked a few people. They said they ain't no Martin. I talked myself out the bet. Crying emoji. Listen, I at least declared loudly what Trav FDY said. I said somebody in our community is telling us to put money on Martin. At the time he told me it was plus 1,000. I told you guys. I explained that to y'all. I just told you I wasn't confident. And I also told, we went over his resume. I'm like, man, I don't see how he going to beat Mikey. But again, it's not like I didn't share the information. And there was some of you took it and bet a little something. I literally said, if you can, I told y'all that Trav told me, bet what you could afford to lose. Because it wasn't a for sure bet, but it was a high probability. But it was an upset, you know what I'm saying? But he knew. And I told y'all, I wasn't brave enough. I didn't bet it, man. I wasn't brave enough. I didn't believe it. I looked at that resume and said, my man lost twice already. I said, hell no, he ain't beating Mikey. But that's the thing. See, that's why I want Trav to call in or at least call me before so I could explain it. Y'all see, if he would have explained it to me the way he explained it to me last night, he like, yo, his first loss, kid was 18. It's like, oh. And guess what? He turned pro at 140. I'm like, oh. You know, Mikey was a turned pro at 26. So we fucked up, man. And this is what I'm saying. As a community, we got to come together. We can't let these opportunities slip. Plus 1,000. Come on, man. You already know what that is. If you was a brave man, if you was a confident man, if we would have had this system in play and we would have been able to give each other confidence on that pick, somebody would have bet 1,000, man, and made 10 stacks, man. Well, really 11. You know? We slipped up. We slipped up. But not Trav. My man took it home. And a few others, like 3 others, man. Facts one. Shout out to Alex again. He hit it on the nail, too, from Australia. I'm telling you, we need to get together. We have to stop making these bets alone. Like, we need to share that knowledge. Facts 100, Ness don't want the postal fight. Of course he don't want to see Teo. Hashtag protect Devin at all costs. Yeah. Me not wanting the postal fight means I don't want the Teo fight, Devin Teo. You sound stupid. I don't want postal because there's gonna be dudes like you super chatting saying, "Oh, he beat Postal off a year and some change layoff. Oh, he beat these guys leftovers." You know what I'm saying? Postal lost to so and so and so and so. It's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Get out of here. We going to Lids Low. What up?
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This a dollar beat.
Skill. Up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what BoxingVoice.com.
TBV was at it, man.
What up?
Everything kosher, bro. First off, shout out to the builders, man. Cause yeah, man, that was a good come up right there. So shout out to the builders. I might that's what you think about this. Adrian Broner might be looking at Mikey Garcia on some revenge shit.
Nah, man, that shit gonna be whack. Mikey, Broner don't throw no hand, no, he don't let his hands go. Broner gotta fight C-level fighters, man. So he's aggressive. That's when he's fun, when he fighting like the Albuquerques and whoever he fought before that, like DeMarco's. You know, even though DeMarco wasn't a C at that time, DeMarco was definitely a little bit better than a C, maybe like a B-, B+ fighter. You know?
I don't know. It just crossed my mind. I said, Broner probably somewhere smiling like, hell yeah, I can give him some get back.
I'm just saying, when you say that, I'm not even excited. Like, would you like to watch that again?
Actually, I would, man. Because, you know, Broner going to bring the theatrics, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't mind it.
I think it's just that at this point, theatrics, where, like, we don't believe the shit he's saying no more.
I mean, but with the Mikey you saw last night and the Broner now, you could pick somebody off real.
I mean, I know that I ain't getting that Mikey again. If Mikey come back after this, we know we ain't getting that Mikey again. He know he made a mistake. I doubt we get this Mikey again. Sandor, you know, he caught him slipping. That's what it's called. He caught him slipping, man.
Oh, we'll see. But, hey, yeah.
I wonder if Regis going to want that Sandor fight. Nobody going to care about Sandor. Nah, man. Ain't nobody going to care about Sandor, man. Tomorrow we ain't going to remember he beat Mikey, man.
But look, though, you know Regis wanted Mikey. So that'll be a little something he could say, you know what I'm saying? He got that common opponent. And I'm sure Garcia what's his name? Prograis gonna do it better. Well, obviously win, but you know what I'm saying, do it in a nice way. And maybe he can get that Mikey fight.
I don't know, man. Hopefully though. Because Earthquake is right. He says we say that till we see the fight. So
100.
Maybe Martin and Regis makes a good fight.
Okay. But I hope Bill call in, man, because I do want to know what's up with that little meeting that Teo put out there. You know what I'm saying? See what's shaking with that. So, Bill, if you can't call in, man, but shout out to everybody.
Let me ask you something.
Come on with it.
When you think of Devin Haney, give me the first 3 words that associate with him.
First 3 words. Talented. Avoided. One more word. I guess persistent.
See, for me, it would be talented, Bill Haney, and Eddie Hearn. And the reason I say that is because, like, when you hear Devin's name, you're either talking about his skill and or talent, or his father's talking about him, which brings up Bill Haney, or
Right.
Eddie's talking about him. So I'm only saying that to say this, like, we keep wanting Devin to go to some meeting, and I keep asking, like, is he really not with Eddie? Like, I know they saying he's a free agent, and maybe technically he is, but can we all just open our mind for one fucking second? If he's really a free agent and they don't got some backroom hidden fucking deal, is Eddie not losing money consistently promoting this dude 24/7? They just made a whole goddamn episode going viral about Devin Haney altercations. A dude you don't got signed. So I don't believe that they not working together. That, like, of course I'm not going to Bob. I'm working with Eddie. Eddie is the one giving me the money. Eddie is the one got you over here fighting on Dazn. Eddie is the one that can offer us the money to offer to you. Rolando Romero's only in a tank fight because Eddie and Bill was offering Romero a bunch of money. So he priced himself out purposely because he knew he was getting the Gervonta fight after they offered him a bunch of money. You think Leonard Ellerbe was really about to put him in there with Tank? No. Once he got an offer that he knew was big and he got to go talk to Leonard, they're like, nah, fuck that offer. We got something for you. Don't worry about it. Trust the process. But where was that offer coming from? It was coming from Top Rank? No, it's coming from fucking Eddie. But we keep acting like he's this free agent. I don't believe that free agent shit. I don't give a fuck. How you a free agent, but everything you say is let's fight on DAZN.
That makes sense though, Nick. Real shit. That makes sense because if you a self-made promoter, man, you and Pops running shit. That makes sense. I would not be surprised, bro. That actually make perfect sense.
They claiming free agency because I guess when push comes to shove, Eddie told him, I'm not going to hold you back. But the truth is, ain't nobody offering him. You see what Leonard Ellerbe said? They had their chance to sign with us. We good. Bob Arum offered him a low ball deal. So again, where they going if the best is where they at? For them, it's the best right there. I'm just saying. But anyway, man, thank you for calling in my Gene Bay. Hello, car. Yo, what's up, bud? What's good? What's good?
Not much, man. Good night of fights. Sandor definitely caught me off guard. But it happened. I should have known because actually on the Robert Garcia TBGA podcast or YouTube channel, they actually said that Mikey wasn't into camp. He wasn't focused. The only reason why he actually went through with the fight was because Bam was going to get a shot at a title. And if he was going to cancel the fight, and then they called him that Bam was going to get the shot. So that kind of tells you everything right there to me, in my opinion, that he was he just wasn't focused. He got caught off guard, and my man came in there to do his thing. But yeah, man, Tio and Devin, I mean, shout out to Eddie, bro. Shout out to Eddie. He's always working. My man's always out there trying to do the best for his guys. I mean, does it always work? No. I mean, you got Andre still out there looking for a fight. But at least he's trying, And if I'm a young fighter,
But hold on.
I'm siding with Eddie.
Let's be honest. He's never tried this hard for Andre.
That's true. That's true.
This is not the first time that Eddie Hearn has an altercation or a meeting that's recorded with Tio and his father. This ain't the first time. Like, he's always doing this, and this is what I'm saying. They want Devin to leave this guy to go with the guy that says, get him the fuck out of here. He's not worth $1 million. We only giving him $1 million. I'm losing money on him. I could have bought a new house in Beverly Hills. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these dudes, bro? I swear, man, I'm glad y'all not in control of anything over here.
Yeah, no, you're right, though. Again, I think Eddie's the best promoter out there. And sticking with Eddie was the right choice for Devin. You see that he has Tio over there. He's already saying that he's going to be promoting that fight next year. So, stick with Eddie, man. It's the right choice. Ness, take care, brother. Have a great Sunday.
All right, let's stick with Eddie. Mikey made 7 for Jesse and 1.5 for Sandor Martin. So we talking about almost $9 million in 2 fights with Eddie, but y'all want him to go to Bob. So let's think about that for a second. Mikey don't got no belts, and he made $9 million in 2 fights. Crawford got 1 belt. He was undisputed, undefeated, and he's unified. It was unified. And in 2 fights, he makes 12. Let's say on a generous, if we say 6-6, which we know it ain't 6-6. We know this fight's probably 6, but the last fight wasn't 6. But we know he got some when he fought Khan. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. And look at the quality of opponent. I don't know why we telling one man to go to another place when, they doing their thing. They doing their thing. Now, look, this isn't an indication. I'm going to move on from that because it won't be heard the way I want it to. Let's go to Mikey Twice. What up? My man said we haven't seen your face in a month. Bro, I was just on camera. Is that I got no co-host, so I don't like the way it looks with just me on screen. I like to split when it's me and someone else. But what up, Mikey?
Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just listening, man. I missed the whole show, man.
Oh, all right. It's all good.
All right.
Bet. We got to double back to Davidian. Actually, Gather, what up? My man say he want to see my face and shit. Send that super chat. You trying to see my face, man. It's weird right now. I'm going back in the dark side. Yo,
first off, this is the first time I'm able to call in since Fury Wilder. So let me get that crow for my man as well.
All right. Where's the crow?
Yeah. It's all good. That's all good. Really, that was the main purpose of calling in because I know that you said that people be calling in making picks and they'll call back. So I want to make sure I wasn't one of those people. I will say that I got to go check that Mikey fight out. I was out doing something last night, so I couldn't really see too much. As far as the Tio and the first of all, you took the words right out of my mouth, G. I don't know why people want to go sign a Bob Arum. Like, Tio himself was just complaining about money. On top of the stuff he be saying about Terrence Crawford, it don't make no sense. I don't understand why they want a young fighter to go sign a Bob Arum, a young black fighter at that, because it seems like he don't take care of it. The funniest thing about that video to me, though, is they was arguing back and forth. It was like a 3-way conversation between T.O., Bill, and Devin. And like T.O. dad, he was trying to interject. It was like nobody was paying him no mind. That shit was so funny to me. But shout out to TVG. And I got to fix what's going on with my YouTube, man. I don't know. It won't let me super chat y'all for some reason. Every time I try to buy it, it never go through. So I got to fix that.
I think you got to log out and log back in. That's what most people do. Sometimes they delete the app too. If you're using the app, delete it and log back in.
All right, Ben. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna try that out right now. Stay up.
For sure. Hey, yo, Pound for Pound King, how you gonna recommend him to watch Brock instead of Mikey? You wild. And I watched the Brock fight, man. Was that Jeff Finnich in Brock's corner? Can anybody confirm or deny? It looked like Finnich. I don't know. I'm not good with Australian trainers like that. I mean, there's not very many famous ones, right? You got Jeff Finnich, then you got Joe. What's his name? Jeff Horn's trainer. What was his name? Oh man, I forgot his name already. I don't even. That's it. There's only like 2 trainers out there, bro. Yeah. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. That's how you become part of the conversation. And if you're on Blog Talk, you got to press 1. People that just call in the number, you don't get in that way. You got to press the numero 1 if you want to be on the queue. And if you're watching this on YouTube, man, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It costs you absolutely nothing. And it helps with the visibility of the show. You know, it's going to put this show in the eyes of other people and get them out here to talk some boxing and call in. We got a counterpunch coming in from Brandon.
Yo, Ness, what's up?
Back at you.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment, man. Like I said, I'm getting tired of all the talking. I'm gonna coin this division the Twitter finger division. But TBV Promotions in conglomeration with DHP Promotions is 0-4 in making big fights on TBV. Y'all got on here with Gary Russell, tried to make a fight. Didn't happen. Got us all excited. Bill got on here with Javier Fortuna. Tried to make a fight on TBV. It didn't happen. Got us all excited. Got on here with Teofimo Sr. one night on TBV. Got us all excited. Didn't happen. Got us all on here with JoJo one night. Got us all excited. It ain't happened. You wonder why I get tired of all the talking. I love Bill. You my boy. But y'all get us all excited with these interviews.
Yeah, but the truth is, you leaving a major part of the context out. You ain't saying JoJo decided not to fight for a world title as a dude that just went through an eliminator to get that position and instead chose to negotiate with Ryan. You didn't tell the world, oh, he got up on here with Javier, and then Javier tried to go fight someone else named Ryan and Luke Campbell. So then Haney fought Gamboa, right? Like, context is very important. You know, JoJo came on here and said, see, that's what I'm saying. Why y'all energy ain't the same? Like, why you not holding JoJo to? He came on this show and said that he was going to make the fight. Then he went on Twitter and said he's going to fight Ryan and that he's getting more money to fight Ryan. So now they match his offer. And Eddie says it. Now it ain't Bill saying it because y'all like to disrespect Bill. Y'all like to disrespect Bill. And I seen the video, Teo likes to disrespect Devin and say he's not a boss. Well, if he's not a boss, why they making Eddie do everything they want him to do? If he's not a boss, why they getting to pick their opponents? I see them pick Gamboa and Linares, right? Whenever these other big names don't want to get in the ring, they get to pick their opponent. That sounds like a boss to me. How you not a boss, but Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Productions is following you around with a camera, and it's called Devin Haney's altercation with Teofimo Lopez. The network you allegedly not signed to, but you not a boss. It's like a lot of y'all don't know how to read between the lines because y'all used to being workers. I'm sorry. If you ain't never been on that level, how you gonna see? You can't see what you don't know. And you don't know what you can't see. You know, these dudes is crazy, right? Talk to me.
You don't know.
Yo, you up or you fell asleep on the line? Baltimore. DMV, what up?
Yo, how you know that? You see the area code?
Bruh, come on. Of course I see the area code.
First of all, listen, man, quickly. My
Who's
dude,
this?
I've been
Say
watching
your
you.
name,
Yeah,
say-
where you from, man? I know you. My name is D. I'm D from Baltimore. Mookie Chase on YouTube, but I'm D. I've been rocking with you for a while, man. Yo, I ain't even know how to get in. I called last week after the Fury fight, after the sore loser nigga ain't want to shake nobody's hand. I was on this joint for like 120 minutes, not knowing I had to press 1.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know what I mean?
But
But yo, listen, man. I like your channel, homie. You keep it, yo. All these, listen.
You said it's Mookie.
I can't tell nobody who to like. Yeah, Mookie Chase on YouTube, but my name is D.
Mookie Chase. All right, champ, I got you down, man.
0907. Yeah, I'm one of your subs, no question. I've been rocking with you for a while. But
Thank you, brother.
Man, listen. These niggas be pumped. Them dudes be pumped. Tio, he's a clown. I like that kid. When he fought when he fought what's the nigga name? I'm 56. My memory's starting to leave me. What's the Matrix dude? When he fought him, I didn't predict him to win, but I know he could. But since then, he's a clown, man. He pump faking. Tio, he pump faking with the fake contract to Gary Russell. You know what I mean? That dude don't want to fight. I mean, and then.
Oh, you talking about Devin?
I remember when boxing.
Wait, you talking about Devin?
Yeah, I'm talking about they don't want to fight. No, I'm talking about Tio. I'm not talking about Tio. He pump fake. Remember, he said I got the contract and all of that. Then he said he had the virus. That kid be doing a lot of pump. Then it's pump fake. Then it's moving up here to another division. You know, his father got his hand. You know, his father got his hand in his back. First of all, because I remember when he was fighting and all he was talking about was his pops. So I'm just saying, to say, to me, none of them dudes want to fight Devin because I think because he ain't a knockout dude, but he's a polished fighter. I think they'd be too ashamed to lose to that dude. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, what boxing has become. You know, Floyd put a lot of money in boxing because it made dudes recognize their worth. At the same time, these dudes don't want to fight nobody. I remember when you took pride in fighting the best. You know what I mean? Whether you won, loss, or draw. These dudes don't want to lose their old nigga. Ray Robinson lost his. Ali, all the great ones lost their old. So who are you dudes that try to select, I ain't going to fight? And then it's the promoters also. It's the camps. It's just so much BS in boxing. I want to see the best fight the best, man. But, yo, shout out to you, man. Your channel is dope. You don't follow around all these dudes and the other dudes following behind Deontay Wilder. Anybody who know anything about boxing know he can't beat Tyson Fury. Anybody Ortiz almost got him. If you can duck his right hand, you could beat him. You know what I mean? And people talking about Floyd, said I could have trained him. All these guys, he had Mark Breland. I remember Mark Breland. I was living in Brooklyn. Mark Breland was the man. I watched him in Olympics. Him, Sweet Pea, Melvin Taylor, all them dudes. I watched him in Olympics. He was a 2-time world champ. If he can't teach that dude how to box, he don't want to learn how to box. So, with all that said, man, I make sure I check you I didn't even know that you come live every Sunday. This is my second Sunday. I'll be checking you out whether I call in or not, man. I just wanted to call in though to say I like your channel, man. You know what you're talking about. Not unlike a lot of these dudes, man. Peace, homie.
Appreciate you. Listen, we go live every single morning at 9 a.m.
Oh, every morning. Okay, I'm there.
All right,
I'm there, homie. I'm there.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah, man. For anybody tuning in, we're live every morning at 9 a.m. Every single morning, 9 a.m. We rock out. We talk boxing. We get you through your work day. We go live almost till, definitely 12 o'clock on a good day. And on a great day, about 2 o'clock, right? Like when the conversation's getting real hot. We'll be here till 2 o'clock, man, getting you through your work day. We do plenty of shows throughout the week. If you haven't already subscribed, you should definitely do that so you can get that notification every time we go live. Yesterday, let me double check, but I believe we went live two times yesterday. I don't really know. It's really 3 because of we did the Mikey fight. It just happened to be late. You know what I mean? We started that at like 11:30, so they got it down as a 17th date because we streamed through the night. But we did 3 shows yesterday. Day before that, we did 2. Day before that, we did 3. Day before that, we did 2, actually 3. And day before that, 2. Day before that, 3. So, yeah, man, make sure you subscribe with that notification bell. Click so you get notified every time we go live. Which we are, again, we're increasing, man. We're increasing the amount of content that we're putting out. You know, I love what I do. Don't mind the hustle. Let Punch pull up. I heard his show this morning. He a little crazy. I just don't get him, bro. He's funny, but hey, I mean, that's part of his stuff. I still fuck with him, my brethren. But if you on Blog Talk, I see you, but you haven't pressed 1, which means I don't know if you really wanna, rock out. You know what I mean? But if you do, then you know what to do. Hit the numero uno. And, Davidian, are you available? Actually, Davidian, hold that thought. Because we just got a ringer jumping on, cutting the line.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? We're firemen. We are firemen.
Okay.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, Ness, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I saw your alert last night, or I should say early this morning, that you went on immediately after the show. And if my wife wasn't next to me asleep, I would have called in pissed off. Because, I checked this out. This is me, right? Mikey has been, in the background. He fought Spence. He did whatever the hell he did. So he's got this impression that he gets to jump in front of the line and he's going to fight Prograis. I was excited for that, right? So me, I'm looking at the fight. I'm looking at this. He said, damn, that dude is 40-1? Where the hell have I been? Because I'm a boxing head, And then I was reflecting, and as I'm looking at this dude fight, I'm getting a resentment, and I'm looking at him. Because I'm looking at the corner. Robert Garcia, his brother, ain't telling him, bro, you're losing. What the hell you doing? He's on every Ellie setback freaking bullshit, and that's fine. They got a love camp over there. I ain't mad at him. But bro, where was his urgency? Where was his hunger? Where was me wasting all my time listening to a dude and his whole camp that comes and delivers this burnt freaking meal to me, nasty. Because as a boxing consumer, right? Because I, like you, buy everything. I have the Dazn app. I do all them other little good things a good boxing person should do, right? I felt robbed and like disrespected by this dude just not giving a shit, bro. And it made me, and then you popped up and it was on the show and I was like, Coño, if I go in the other room knowing me with my loud voice, I'm gonna wake up, because I'm an old head, happy wife, happy life, and that's why I'm calling in now, Pero coño, man, how dare he? It was I don't know, not that he's holding it up, just the whole boxing community. I think, bro, he needs to retire, put his head in the sand. What, like you illustrated and been talking about, what is he gonna do? Because he ain't on the list to do nothing. That reminds me when Benavidez fought Gurriel and had to come back and fight him and do something. Then maybe we start paying attention to him with a little bit of suspicion, right? Because now Mikey is in that box for me. He's in the you're full of shit box. I got no love for you. Man, I'm not even going to watch anything with Robert Garcia and everything in that little camp. If I see Garcia and them pull up and Ellie Setback is watching them, I'm like, boop, next video. Let me catch up on my TPV shit. I don't know. I guess I love boxing so much that when I get insulted like that shit hurts my feelings, bro. It's I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's the love? The most exciting thing was, I just heard you say altercation, Teo Haney. Guess what I did? Thanks to you, Ness. I Googled and put in what you said, and boom, I saw the little shit that I needed to see. I enjoyed that more than the whole fight, bro. Anyway, I still love this shit. It's I love boxing, but it always hurts my freaking feelings, bro. You know that I appreciate you, Ness. And I appreciate you by supporting you. That's the way. If you love TV, support them. Jump the line, pay your money. It's worth it than trying to figure out Twitter and all that other bullshit. I come here and get what I want, and I'm forever grateful to you for that mess. Appreciate you, bro. Have a great, blessed Sunday, man. Everyone out there, too. Stay safe.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. Remember, press 1 if you want to speak. Davidian, Buffalo, what up? Champ.
Man, I'm just surprised that Mikey lost last night. I was watching it, but I was just surprised. I thought at some point he would hurt him during the fight like he usually do. I mean, if he was able to beat Jesse Vargas, I feel like he should have been able to beat this guy. It's just very strange, but shout out to Sandor, right? That's his name, Sandor Martin. Yeah, I mean the Teo and Devin, that was good. I'm just glad those things don't go south, though. Like you were saying earlier, like because all that pussy and all that, well, that shit can go south, but I guess these dudes just talking. Hopefully, we get a chance to see these fights. I mean, I like these young guys, so. I don't know. I ain't really got nothing too much to say about it. Good show, Nest, and we always rocking with TBV. God bless you.
Bless you, brother. Appreciate it. Looking like JT. Are you available? We got Victor Banuelos that says, bruh, I'm mad at myself for only betting $3 on Martin. Even waiting for the decision, I thought he was going to get robbed. That's what I thought. And that is the worst part about boxing. We are conditioned to believe the worst outcome will happen. Last night, I had him up on my card. I scored it live. I'm literally telling y'all he's supposed to win, but I'm afraid that is he gonna win? And then, look at my reaction. Shout out to Val, who works with us in Houston. He created this for me, and I wish you could just create tons of these, man. We need to let the world know we rocking over here on Instagram. But this is a little expert of the show. He f***ing beat. I'm crazy. Wait. So, all right, we got to pause it. Let's pause it. Start it loud. Boop. Rewind. Zoop. Here we go. Oh, shit. He f***ing beat him. They gave it to him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How do you believe Mikey's going to lose in a tune-up fight? And that's how I felt last night, right? Like it was, even though I had him up on the cards by like 4 rounds or more, I just wasn't expecting him to actually get it. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting him to actually get that decision because the way boxing treats us, guys. They have us so conditioned to believe the wrong outcome is going to happen or to expect the wrong outcome. That's why in the Wilder Fury 1, I bet the draw because boxing does this to us, man. It's freaking crazy. But it's a love-hate relationship, obviously. You hate and you love the sport, man. You hate and you love the sport. Now, Brandon, before we post them on Twitter, which it does, whenever I post it, it automatically posts to Twitter because I got the sharing set on Instagram. That being said, we do need to post them to Twitter, but we need more of them, way more of them, to get the word out, man, to get the word out. He did a good one with Frank Warren, which I really love. That's the one I super duper appreciated because it looked good too. Like, we was on the horn with Frank. An offer to Joe Joyce, who you promote. I wanted to ask, have you gotten any conversations, any phone calls from maybe Louis DeCubas Jr.?
We made an offer. We spoke. We made an offer, and I was told he'd come.
So that's when we were talking to Frank Warren. But I like how, he slid in the picture of Warren, slid in the picture of the Cubas. And these are the things that'll help get the word out about the show. We're talking boxing 7 days a week. Look, my man from Baltimore, he didn't even know. Yeah, I did re-smack, and everybody's seen it, and I showed the receipts and everything. I even showed my account, bro. I definitely bet the first one to be a draw, and I called it live, like when we was fight. We did a live fight chat from LA. It was crazy. That was an epic fight. That first one was crazy, even though that third one definitely was whoa. Whenever you could get those back and forth knockdowns, boxing is always beautiful. But we last stopped at Victor Banuelo. Shout out to you for at least betting it, man. You bet 3 times 1,000. What? You still made $30 though, bro. Still made $30, right? Fuck, man. Like off $3, you made 30, bro. Like you can't be mad at that. Or wait, yeah, you made $30. Couldn't have made more than that, right? I don't be knowing the math. I always use the bet insight to let me know what I'm going to make because the odds sometimes are tricky. But you just got to remember, negative means they're the favorite, positive means they're the underdog. The higher the probability of either or only strengthens what they were supposed to be. But again, it doesn't always tell the true story because Sandor Martinez was a huge underdog. He was a plus 1,400 for Trav on Bovada and a plus 1,000 for me by the time he told me about it. And I checked, it was already at plus 1,000. It means other people did make money off it. Brandon, whatever you want to do, champ. You're the man in these streets. I got callers on Blog Talk, but you haven't pressed the numero uno, so I don't know what you want to do, so I'm going to keep it moving. I got Sean on the super chat. He says, news. I guess he meant to say Ness and autocorrect. Ness, I just wanted to say thanks to you and all the TBV community for showing me how to like all fighters for their skill and not where they from. Oh, shout out to you, bro. That was dope. So it was dope. Yeah, I mean, look, we all going to have favorites, bro. We all going to have favorites or guys that we favor, but everyone deserves a chance. And look, I'm telling you, I'm so happy. I don't do live fight chats. It's rare, let alone that late. Sandor, well, it was Trav. I learned never to doubt Trav FDY. He got me out of my bed. I'm like, damn, I got to watch this shit live just in case. And I didn't even have fucking money on it, which was what made it worse. But I wanted to see, was he right? Because he sounded so confident. And I was watching the whole fight card. That's why I decided to do the live fight chat. I was already in my office just watching it because, I try not to smoke all over the house, just in my office or in the garage. And I'm like, man, I'm here. I might as well do it. I don't like doing live fight chats alone because, you're alone. So it's like not a conversation. And you have to talk way more. So I went against all that and I still did it. And it ended up being the best thing that I did. Why? Because it was an upset. So we got to live through it. And, man, I got to actually see Sandor. Because sometimes people will be like, yo, you seen that fight? And I'm like, nah. Yo, you need to watch it. And I'm like, oh, why? And I never get around to it. So I don't know that I'd have went back and watched Sandor, right? Maybe. Because it's Mikey, I'm sure. But I don't know. Sandor fucking hell, bro. He on his Andy Ruiz moment, man. He on his Andy Ruiz moment. And I like that. We got Hulk in Maryland. What up? Yo, Maryland and Baltimore strong, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yo, what up, Ness? What's up, Ness? How you doing this morning, my brother?
Chilling, man.
I hear you. Hey, I thought it was good. I watched the fight again,
the wild part about it, Mikey was trying to win. I didn't even think he was trying when I saw it last night. I was, buzzed up. He was trying. He just couldn't do nothing with the dude. I don't know, man. Mikey got to get in shape, first of all. I think he need to get in a little better shape. But, that Teo and Haney thing, that was the lit part of the event. They was really lit. They was going. I don't know. I hope that evolves into a fight, though. It's good to get the, all the attention that they got. I hope they can make a fight out of it, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, yeah, it's good to get the attention, but let's get a fight going. But I don't know you didn't probably watch it, but I love the boy. What's his name? Ellie Setback. He cool. I love him because he's been out there for so long, but he be straight lunching. He had a live after the fight, and the name of the live was Mikey Garcia got robbed. And he was going around asking people what did they think, and everybody was talking to him differently than what he was saying. It was kind of funny. Everybody was like, even somebody Mikey team was like, they ain't think he won. And he was like, man, he got robbed. I was like, Ellie be going so hard, bro. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just don't know. But he's loyal to who he want to be loyal to, so I guess that's good. But, Mikey kind of effed up the whole bag with that one, man. I would have liked to see him jump out there and Haney get at him and then let Haney win that fight. I was blown because I wanted Haney to do that win. And definitely Haney would have beat the dude he fought. So, wow. Yeah, I guess that's that waiting around stuff. They let the main fight, the big fights go when they wait so long, bro. Hey, did you see Rolly though? He went to go stuff Pinata beating up the Pinata.
Yeah, Instagram violated his ass for that. They suspended it. They took it down. He funny as hell, yo.
They suspended it.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's selling the fight, bro. He's selling the fight.
They reported it. Somebody reported it for violence and incitement. They wilding, man. It's PC out here, man.
Oh Lord. Yeah, man, he's selling the fight, bro. I think he's going to be good promoting this fight. It's going to be good to watch this fight. And he talking about knocking him out in 30 seconds or something. So we know they're going to be going at it. But great show, Ness, man. You 100% the best show on the network, on all of the networks. All right, my brother.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate the kind words, man. From your lips to God's ears. We gonna keep working. Little engine that could. I'm old school. We just gonna keep chugging, man. I think I can. Chuevo guapo. I wanted to call the Mikey upset. I think his killer days are over. But Dazn pays too much to retire. He could fight Tank for the money and hang it up, in my opinion. I still want that fight. And I'll need to call like, yo, son, come over here, man. Let me get you on pay-per-view. But the thing is, he getting paid good. Like, look, he got 1.5 to fight that dude. Like, how much are they going to guarantee him for Tank? Maybe 4? And then the upside, and maybe less than that. They guaranteed him 4, I think, for the Earl fight. And then he got 4 on the back, if I ain't mistaken. I know he got like 8, though. Or maybe they got 8 up front. I don't know. I don't remember at this point. Foxy Brown with the super chat. This is that a fox saying bravo? Okay, shout out to Foxy Brown. We got Sway who says Mikey named Regis Taylor and Tank next opponents. Yeah, that was before the loss. And funny, those are 3 different networks. Regis Dazn, Taylor is Top Rank. Tank is PBC. So that was funny. We got Supermax in plain view that says 3 unknown judges. We need more of those new judges. Yeah, I mean, they definitely got it right. Kansas City, Mad Bet, 100. What up?
What up? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mikey went into the fight thinking he was up 5 rounds. That was the problem. Because his name is Mikey. And he got upset, which was good. For boxing, not for him. Oh yeah, I got this parlay. Heron on my bookie. Heron, Waleem, and Caleb. $10 pays over 1,000. Money line. That's my parlay. You guys got me out of here, guys. Anyhow, good show, man. I want to see the Theo Devin fight. I like the confrontation. And good show. God bless.
Appreciate you, man. Bless up. Yo, that's a straight underdog parlay though, Matt Ben. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. You know I'm picking Wildin on this one. Whether I believe he gonna win or I'm betting with him, but I'm going with him. Heron, I ain't. I'm just not. But like that's the fun of betting, right? You do the parlay that way right there. I'll do Waleem and Shakur. You do Waleem and Heron. And then you said, who else he said? Oh, then he said Plant. Well, I'm going with Plant on the ticket, but we all know we going with Canelo in our mind. But I'm putting Plant money on Plant for the upset, of course. So that's my parlay. So we differ on the Heron. You know what I mean? Like, I think Shakur gonna do that, even though many people think Canelo gonna do that. Right. I can't wait, actually, yo. November's right around the corner, man. Bro, can you imagine if we get Devin versus JoJo? This fourth quarter is crazy, bro. It's gonna be sweet, man. It's gonna be sweet. And there's some other stuff brewing. I think is Shields and Savannah Marshall fighting in December, right? On the same card. I believe they just announced that even though we don't even get that. That's a whole nother headache. Now we got to pay $20 on Fight TV. For anybody that didn't know and can afford it, I ain't paying that shit. I ain't affording that shit. Fuck out of here. But anybody could afford it. You could watch Sky Sports and Boxer, the new Sky Sports, since Eddie don't work with them no more. That's where Chris Eubank fighting, Marshall's fighting, what's her name, signed to them, Clarissa Shields signed to them. So you could watch it on Fight TV for $20. But that's too much for me. Fuck out of here. They better pay $20 like for the month. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna watch a $20 one-off of some UK dudes and shit? Fuck out of here. They need to get them Yo, Savannah, it's crazy. They literally signed Clarissa to the UK because that fight is big over there than it is over here. So Clarissa's stardom don't even matter. Cause she's not even fighting at home. Like, she's literally the B-side to Marshall and shit. Like, if you look at the Sky Sports poster, they got her in front. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. She gave up her leverage by going out there and signing to them. But I'm sure they paid her well, in which that's all that matters. Cause you know a lot of other networks aren't paying these women well. You know what I mean? Yeah, I seen that, Brandon. Alicia Bumgarner's going to be fighting Terry Harper on Dazn. She talking about she could punch. That Harper ain't never been in there with somebody that could punch like her. I'm going to see. Because I watched like 2 Bumgarner fights, and I checked out, man. And that was a while ago. I'm not on that Brandon shit. You got to be more than a pretty face for me, man. I'm old. You know what I mean? Them young dudes get caught up on that shit. I done had 20 pretty faces in my lifetimes, man. You know, and I ain't talking about no jumpies, man. We talking about quality. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't get caught up in that. You gotta be way more than that. You gotta do more than that. And she lost too already. So you know she gotta make sure she do her thing. I think there was talks of her, Michaela Mayer, once upon a time, maybe. You know, but Bumgarner, you know. She brings what she brings to the table, but it's time to put up or shut up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I watched it change from the generation of like, you know, talk shit, get your ass beat, to talk shit, get shot, to like talk shit, get blasted on social media. That's the generation we in now. It's like, bruh, people worried about likes. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Bumgarner is on that, right? She got thousands of likes and nice pictures and shit like that. But these other girls got world championship titles, man. Michaela May already a champ now. My girl Jessica McCaskill was on the motherfucking telecast commentating. She undisputed, you know what I mean? She fucking talk about rising from the ashes or the rose in the concrete, whatever metaphor you want to use, you know. She did it. She did the damn thing because she lost to Katie, come back to be straight greatness. So, you know, Bumgarner been getting, she made it this far based off looks. So, you know, I look forward to watching that fight and see, is it more than just a pretty face? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm old school, man. My man, what was Belle Biv DeVoe said? Was it Belle Biv DeVoe? Can't trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Remember that? Yeah, man. I ain't, you know, I'm not about to just fall for the good looks. You got to actually fight. I need to see you fight. And fight on this level. Harper's a champion, so, you know, I'm sure Bumgarner's going to come in and leave it all because it's her world title shot. But again, it's her time to show us, can she be Sandor Martin, right? I'm just saying. I'm going to go ahead and light this one up, man. I ain't even ready to go, man. For real. I think my shorty went to the supermarket. Okay, got Supermax trying to keep it going. He says, feels like 13 again. Just need December fight to end it. Oh, you talking about like 2013. I thought it was 2012. What year did Danny fight Matisse? Thought that was 2012 that was popping. You said 2013. I thought it was the year Canelo Mayweather, obviously Danny Matisse. That year was, if that's 2013, well, that was the year. That was a goddamn year. You know? That was a strong year for us in boxing. I watched a little bit of that fight. Man, that dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what it's about him. I can't connect with him is the best word to use, Foxy Brown. I watched the Stantinius fight, but I don't know, man. He don't do it for me. He don't do it for me. I don't know about y'all. Does he? Like, is he looking like that world beater for y'all? I'm not really seeing that. Oh, Rob, you were saying that too? See, I ain't hear you, man. I ain't hear you. You should have you guys need to like hit me personally with information that can change my bank account, man. You can't just say it in the group chat like, yo, put a little money on Sandor. That shit gonna get buried in the group chat, man. I need that personal message, like, yo, Ness, you really need to look at this guy. You know? Whatever his name is. I don't know. They go to Grammar Police, Brandon. He out again. He out again, man. This guy. Let me see here. Who's up? Who's up? So Supermac, yeah, but that's not that year, man. That's not the year. That was a good year. We had those two big fights, Showtime cards to end the year. Oh, so he's saying it was 2013 was the year of Canelo Floyd. Well then, yeah, that was the dope year, man. That was a very, very strong year. Bill, what's up, Bill? My man ain't even hit me back. Like, yo. I know he be praying in the morning, though, so I'm going to just send a secondary message. But my Gene Bet, what up on the boomerang, man?
In the back chat, I don't know if you noticed, but AJ's out in California. He was actually with Reynoso.
Yeah, I seen that. But that's the thing. I already talked to somebody on Twitter about this. I know everybody's dreaming, and I like the dream. But let's think about it for a moment. And I was gonna make that one of the topics tonight, but I'll bring this topic back up amongst more hosts. But think about it, bro. If AJ trains with Eddie Reynoso, that's Eddie telling Andy, that's it, bro. You ain't getting that fight. And ain't that the biggest fight? Regardless of whether you want it, regardless of whether you think it's available to Andy, is it still not the biggest fight for Andy to make for himself?
Yes, it's the biggest fight to make, but it's not available. I mean, we've seen...
But it can be. Listen, if Andy beats Wilder, he could be in a fight with AJ. If Andy beats Luis Ortiz, he could be offered a fight with AJ. I'm just saying, if Eddie Reynoso accepts training AJ, they gotta pay Andy off somehow, because that's a bro. He already said he want the rematch. Like you literally picking over him. You literally saying like, yo, I fuck with you, but this guy is bringing me more money. That's just what you're saying.
So then why?
Because you supposed to be training me to beat him.
Definitely. I know. I get. Trust me. I get you. I just don't see that fight ever happening again for Andy. And I'm sure that they're looking at it the same. But again, because isn't Andy?
You say you don't see it happening, but what is more likely to happen? Is AJ Andy 3 more likely to happen over Wilder Ruiz? Wilder Ruiz?
No, I think Wilder Ruiz is probably going to happen. They're both on the same side of the street.
Exactly. And then what happens if Andy wins?
That doesn't guarantee him an AJ fight.
You're crazy, bro. Listen to me. Listen to me. I got a post that right after the loss, I put AJ and Wilder's face on Instagram. I'm going to pull it up. And I said, is this still the biggest fight? Look, it's got 15,000 views. And I don't know how many hundreds of comments. Is this still the biggest fight to make? AJ versus Wilder. So you telling me Ruiz beats Wilder and people not going to want the AJ fight? Stop it. You know he will. Even if he beats Lewis, I believe.
All right. So, but do you agree that he is out west looking for a trainer? Because that's what I think.
I mean, he was also in Buatsi's gym. He could just be chilling. Remember, Eddie also visited Canelo, so AJ could have been traveling with Eddie. AJ was in Buatsi's gym a day ago or a day before he was in Canelo's gym, so he could just be fucking visiting. But I love it. It's soap opera. I love it.
Definitely, yeah. And just real quick, you touched on Clarissa and Savannah. I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm with you. I mean, I buy everything. But I'm not gonna pay $20 to see both of them on the same card, not fighting each other.
Exactly.
I'm just not doing that shit. But I also, I think this is last week. Is it true that, I don't know what you heard, but is it true that the Zone is gonna be doing some pay-per-views now?
They've been putting out surveys, man. It's not true. They're putting out surveys, but listen. I mean, one of the callers made a good point. Look, you got 3 years on this business model. If it ain't working, it ain't working. You got to fix it. What are you going to do? Shut the doors down or change the business model? I know. I know that's what I would do. Like, I'm not about to shut TBV down just because, something ain't working. I'm going to look for the next thing.
Yeah, I know, man. But boxing fans are the worst fans, bro. Worst fans. Always looking for streams. Everybody's always asking for a stream. Just, bro. It's horrible. We love a horrible sport with the worst fans. I swear. Vanessa, great show. Have a great Sunday.
I don't even know. I know right now a lot of people say how good the streams are, but I've never been a stream dude, bro. Again, I'm older than the people, so like I come from the real stream days of like not being able to see Eddie's fights and having to find links on VipVox and all them stupid links where you get 7 million windows popping up and you got to X out the right X or you get a bunch of shit on your computer. Bro, I don't know how people do it. I don't know if it changed. I don't know if it's upgraded and it's simpler and it's better now, but I ain't got the time, man. I mean, dudes talking about give me a link, man. You dudes are weird to me, for real. I ain't got time to click 20 fucking X's just to watch the fight. or sign up to anything just to watch the fight. Nah, that shit is weird to me. Again, once Eddie got the zone, I pretty much didn't need UK links, you know? And before that, I had one of those boxes so I could get like Box Nation. But I buy pay-per-view, man. I pay for my shit, man. I can't deal with the spinning wheels and the foreign commentators, bro. How do you do it? Yo, like literally, I think it was Canna. I seen somebody say like, "Oh, the fight ain't go out for me. I'm watching Sky Sports." I'm like, what? Like, how is you listening to them commentators, man? And I got nothing against them. It's just I grew up on my commentators. What in the fuck do I want to listen to Adam Smith and Johnny Nelson for? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to listen to my guys that I grew up with, that I know, that I'm familiar with. That's why they got those guys for them, because that's for them. So I'm not about to go get a free stream to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But anyway, we going out to Brandon.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotion.
Yo, I love listening to you go on these rants, and that's about random shit. Like, and if you broke, like, clicking too many X's is not a problem. You know what I'm saying? If you're broke, listening to a foreign announcer is not a problem. If you love boxing, I mean, it is what it is. I remember them days, man. So, like, I mean, there ain't no issue. Like, but I would rather just have it from a live stream. You don't want no 50,000 pop-ups popping up. You know, you don't want to have to deal with fucking getting some kind of spyware virus where these motherfuckers are taking your credit card information and shit. So I feel you, but like I said, when you're broke, it ain't no issue for that. And you're a fan of boxing, you do whatever to get to see the fight, you know.
Honestly,
you know what's crazy? Like those people who do that. Those people who do that, they'll be the ones who are criticizing pay-per-view numbers. That's the most ironic thing about it. Like they'll be the ones here talking about what Tank ain't do with his numbers. But they on like what you said, whatever they need, they'll be on that, using that, and then have the audacity to talk about who ain't a pay-per-view star. Like, fuck you, man. But yeah, I was just really, what triggered me to call in was you saying, you know, talking about Andy and AJ, like, with Wilder and Fury just having that trilogy they just had, I feel like it's more likely that they will have a trilogy, like, at some point. I mean, it's hot on the minds of everybody. You just seen how successful it was, even though there's not the kind of blood in the storyline, like the hatred in the storyline to go with the Wilder Fury. It's still a storyline. Like Andy's coming back, he's like a new guy. You know what I mean? Like, so the reason why I believe he lost that second fight because he was fucking out of shape. So for him to come back in shape. That's interesting to me. It's 1-1. Why would they not give him his action back? Like, I want to see that, man. You don't want to see that? You don't want to see an AJ Andy Ruiz trilogy?
I mean, if he win the right fight, he can't go into a trilogy right now. He got to get like a Luis Ortiz win, a Deontay Wilder win. I need him to get a Dillian White win or an Oda Bavala win. Whoever the winner of that fight, like you got to fight. You can't lose to AJ, fight Areola and beat and fight AJ.
Whoa. But what about AJ though? Well, I mean, I guess he's just that big to where it don't matter if he lose. Because I think he's gonna lose again to Usyk. So like, what?
Yeah. So what?
What about his side of it?
So what you saying? You want Andy to just wait till AJ loses again to Usyk? Andy need to fight, bro. He need to fight.
No, I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you holding Andy up to this, like, I mean, this high standard of who he has to win. I'm saying, like, what if AJ don't win against Usyk again? What if he loses again? Like, then like, isn't that his best option?
Yeah, but if
he loses to
if AJ loses again, Do you really want a trilogy off his back-to-back laws? You got to let him get a win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like boxing is it ain't as simple as people want to make it out to be, bro. It's always, what makes sense and what's the best. Like, I mean, that's in any business, but in boxing, it's really bad. Like, so like right now, they're not gonna take a Sandor Martin rematch, right? Mikey's not gonna do that because he could. I mean, where it looked last night, he could lose to him again. He's not gonna take that, right?
I don't know, man.
If they say.
We don't know. We gotta see. Like I said, man, history shows us some people walk away from the rematch. But did Mikey even have a rematch clause in a fight with no title? He gonna have to offer him a rematch, and now you're gonna have to pay Sandor Martin 10 times his worth. He got paid $150,000. He gonna want $1.5 million. He beat Mikey.
Yeah, you just take that. You just take that loss and just take that loss. Like, that is what that is, right? Like, I see.
I'm just saying.
That's my car.
I beat Mikey Garcia, and you paid me $150,000, and you want me to fight Mikey Garcia again, bruh? Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Shout out to Fat Joe. 10 times my amount. I got paid $150, give me 1.5. And obviously my goal is to get anywhere between $750 and $1 million. So we gonna start at 1.5 because they're gonna try to bring him down. And he ain't no world champion to be asking for over $1 million. Mikey's multiple division, that's why he was getting over $1 million. But yeah, man. If you on Blog Talk, you gotta hit the numero uno, so I know that you want to talk. So I know that you want to get on the show. And obviously, if you've already called in and you're new to the show, because I feel like maybe Mookie Chase wants to call in again, but you gotta Cash App, champ. You gotta do a Cash App to Ness, $Ness GTO, or you could do a $5 super chat with the abbreviation CP for Counterpunch, which brings you back on the show, and we give you a whole nother 60 seconds to rock out and do your thing. It's supposed to be 45, but I've been giving people 60 because I appreciate y'all. I like talking the sport. I got Bill telling me that the meeting wasn't about a one-off with Teofimo Lopez. They wanted to contractually tie us to a long-term deal. And that's what I'm saying. So you want Teo, you saying Devin's a duck because he didn't go to a meeting where they wanted to talk about a 3-fight deal. Meanwhile, Canelo's not a duck when Al tried to sign him to a 3-fight deal. You see how those things work? Canelo, he ain't ducking Charlo Benavidez and all the fighters Al's offering him because he is big enough to do a one-off. Devin, he ducking because Top Rank want to sign him to a multiple fight deal, which we all know the Teo fight ain't for sure. That shit ain't never, ever, 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 in the contract that you fighting so-and-so. That's never in the contract. There you go. So my man saying Fire Stick, you don't deal with links. Okay. Now, I ain't never used a Fire Stick, but I had them other shits that was before the Fire Sticks where you get like the Kodi on it or whatever the other bullshit software is. You know what I'm saying? I had all that shit, right? And you still got to find a source for the fight. You got to click on each of them shits till you find the one that you like. And the quality ain't right. Some is 360, some is 720. Again, if things change, put me on game. But I know when them links, they usually be shooting me link. Man, don't shoot me no shit at 360, man. Fuck, I look like a dog watching that shit like I'm looking at TV through a fucking beer bottle. No, man. Like, I bust my ass every day. Why the fuck am I gonna look at some garbage? I'm gonna watch it on HD. So again, put me on game, man. Put me on game. If you watching HD on a Fire Stick, then it might be something to consider. If you ain't got to go through 7 different links, and they got all these weird names. Again, put me on games. Put me on games, you know. But there's always a weird name wherever you go to the source to find the fucking fight. I ain't got time for that shit, man. I like my Showtime and Dazn. Not some weird shit, you know. Okay, they saying 720, 1080. Okay, look, somebody said 4K stream. Oh, you fancy, huh? You got a 4K stream. You know he lying. 4K for free. Believe it when I see it, man. Believe it when I see it. Let me see here. We got Canna. What up?
Yo, good morning. What's going on?
What up?
Are you really out here talking about trying to get some fire sticks and shit now, Ness?
I ain't getting no fire. I'm talking about the people using them shits. But they saying not anymore. They saying not. They saying fire sticks is popping right now.
Yeah, that's the problem though. You know, all the piracy. But you think Mikey and Sandor are gonna get back in there?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
I don't know.
Johnny walked away from his rematch. I mean, Abner walked away from the Johnny Gonzalez rematch. I mean, it's a lot of people walk away. Look, Julian Williams walked away from his. He had a unified rematch, walked away. So a lot of people walk away, man. You never know.
Oh. Yeah, I thought Rosario and Jermell jumped in there before, you know, Williams could do anything, but he might be right. I don't know.
He turned that shit down.
Okay. Damn. Well, I mean, we saw how the last situation turned out as far as Williams goes, so, I mean, it might have been for the best.
Adrian Broner turned down his WBA rematch with Marcos Maidana. He took $1.5 million.
Well,
Step aside.
exactly, yeah. He took Floyd's money. I mean, I wouldn't doubt him for that either. I wouldn't doubt him for that, you know? Broner had to step off. Shit. So you can see that bag. But, yeah, I'd like to see Mikey get back in there and, you know, redeem himself a bit on that one. Just to see if, you know, he can get back on track or if he's really just, you know, that out of it. Where, you know, the cars, the money, the guns, hanging out with that chick every day.
I expect him to come back simply because it's like, he's Mexican, you know, he's prideful. He's not going to be able to go out on that type of a loss. That wasn't a loss to Pacquiao. It was a loss to someone no one knows. He would have to explain that every day. He's explaining it today. Like, yo, you lost? Oh,
That's
shit. Who you fought? Oh, who's that? Where's he from? And he going to answer them same questions, oh, my God, for months to come.
That's what I'm saying. So hopefully he retool, come right back to the rematch and, you know, get his get back. But, yeah, it's good shit. You think you're going to, you know, do the fight week for Herring and what's her name, being that we got Nike to take the other side of the debate?
Damn, look at this shit, bruh. Fucking hell, all the signs were there, bro, and we dropped the ball, man. Look, let me screen share this. Unbelievable. Anthony Yigit came out. What day was this? 9/19. What the fuck? Damn, that was a month ago. This mother effer. A month ago, my man came out and said this. Look at that. He says, you guys on Twitter really underestimating Sandor Martin. Yes, I fought him and I won on points, but it's debatable whether I'd win that fight anywhere else than in Sweden, where it took place. Be careful. He's hungry and he wants to make a statement. Garcia better bring his A game. And obviously we all didn't pay this guy any mind because we like, come on, man, you just got slapped around by fucking roly-poly, you know, and that's the thing. That's the thing, man. We got to stop thinking like that. Like, any day, a fighter could turn into fucking Floyd Mayweather on that day, man. It's crazy. We missed this right here. This is a month old. This is a month old. We could have made money. This is a month old. I'm just upset because we never get a plus 1,000. You know what that is, man? That's like a lot of money to make off of a little bit of money. That rarely happens. And I hate that we dropped this ball.
Yeah. Yeah, after last night, I went ahead and signed up for the MyBookie shit. You know, use your code. I'm all set up, but I'm just waiting on what to bet on. You know what I'm saying? So when we get that betting with the odds back online, I'm definitely here for that.
Now we gonna get Trot on too. He's on vacation, but we gonna get together with some of these guys. I gotta get Bo to help us out because this is insane. He killed it too. He bet on Martin all different ways. This is insane. It's insane.
Yeah, somebody said they won $3K. I was like, fuck, I could use something like that.
Bruh, it was easy to make $3K. Like now, obviously it sounds like using the word easy probably is bad, but like in retrospect, looking at the fight, $300 to make $3K, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you don't know Sandor, well, who the fuck is gonna put $300 on Martin?
Exactly. On a maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's that betting shit. But yeah, I just had to, tap in and give you my little opinion on that. I want to see Mikey back in there, on the immediate rematch room tip,
Bro, I don't even know if there was a rematch clause for this fight.
Nah, there probably wasn't a clause, but I'm sure Sandor Martin ain't running away from a check if the zone trying to tell him, we got another one right here.
Oh,
I'm sure he's going to be right back for it.
He going to be there for it. He going to be opening his arms,
That's what I'm saying.
hoping to get that 10-time pay increase. I know that.
Also hit that wishing on the star shit. I'm sure he'll get at least 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and keep listening. TVV for life.
Appreciate you. We got DSV and Company says, Ness, that Tank versus Mikey next year might be the pay Garcia want to retire, laughing out loud. The TBE way or no way. I still pay for that. I ain't gonna front. Just because Sandor, who was a natural 140-pounder, beat Mikey, don't mean Tank could do it. Tank started at 126. Same division that Mikey started at. That's more of a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? I think so. But we got Fred Robinson. He says, go and get Block TV, $30 a month, and you get everything you need in HD. Get every pay-per-view and local and movie streaming. Well, damn. Big Matthew says, VIP, row, any sport, any pay-per-view, HD, no sign-up, no BS, 100. Damn. Ask and you shall receive. Fred Robinson back with another one. He says, Mikey know he couldn't stay out of the ring for 2 years and expect to be sharp. Oh, yeah. Go and tell Block TV I sent you so I get that free month. 100. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You might as well give us your code or something, champ. So more than me can use it, Share that, and I'm gonna share my platform for you. You know what I mean? Let you get right. We got Stockton in the building. Who this? This is Jesse in Stockton. What up?
How's it going, Ness? Good morning.
Beautiful Sunday. How are you?
I was over there at the fights. Did good.
Oh,
I was over there at the fights.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. And I saw the fight, and I just thought Mikey wasn't very it was an urgency. He was just going with the flow. He's very basic. He hasn't really evolved. And Sandor Martin was just fighting off the back. But just looking at the fight, I thought Mikey might have just pulled it off by a little bit. If not, it was a tie. But I didn't see Martin really throw that many punches. What would you think about that? Just from the fight, where my viewpoint, where I was at.
Sorry, you said what I think about what?
No, what do you think about that? Martin didn't really throw that many punches.
Oh, I disagree.
Did you see that too?
I disagree. I think he threw the punches he needed to throw, man. And he was countering the shit out of Mikey with that right hook. And he was hitting him with the straight left too. It didn't look like he didn't throw a lot. It looked like he was throwing enough.
Oh yeah.
It did. I watched it. I didn't. That never came to my mind that he didn't throw enough punches. Not Sandor. Sandor was accurate, man. He was landing on Mikey, bro. It was crazy to me.
He was. That's why Mikey was like kind of hesitant to go in, so much because he was waiting for that counter the whole time. But Mikey had him on the ropes, and Mikey should have taken more of an approach on the body shots. He didn't focus on the body.
And that's what I said yesterday, that Mikey needs to make it a dogfight. He needed to maul him. That's when he had success, when he had him on the ropes, and he got really rough and tough with Sandor. But other than that, he didn't have success, man.
And then he was also taking the angles towards Mikey's left, and Mikey didn't do anything. He didn't cut the ring the way he should have. I mean, it was just, I don't know, like Mikey has really decreased. He hasn't really shown more development the way he should.
Hagler syndrome.
And the also
hard to get up when you got Lamborghinis outside, man. My man got like 2 Lamborghinis, a Dodge Viper, a Phantom. He got a fucking ranch in Cali. It's like you too rich, so you not hungry. You ain't hitting the pavement. You ain't out there doing the road work.
Yeah, he was really banking on that Manny fight, to really
That's called not
to get him more up there, but
not being able to get up for a certain fighter. You was expecting Manny, and you got Sandor.
yeah. But so does that mean that Regis doesn't really happen, or what? What does that happen now?
I mean, if they probably make him fight Regis now. Like, I don't think they're gonna give him a Sandor Martin rematch and pay for that. Like, why would you pay for that? You want Regis. Regis is gonna bring more eyeballs than Martin. And everybody will forgive.
So does that mean
if Mikey beats Regis, ain't nobody thinking about his loss to Martin. But let me get to some other callers. I got King Amin on the line. Remember, if you want to go longer than that, you can always send a $5 Cash App or a super chat with the words Counterpunch or the abbreviation CP, and come right back.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
I mean, in the building, what up?
What's good? What it do, man? TBV community, top of the morning. That's what's good, brother.
Chilling.
Hey, yo, that was a hell of an upset, man. I think, it upset because most people thought, the whole thing, Eddie Hearn got the key to Fresno and this and that. I might be in agreement with you as far as Mikey not being able to get up for it, but I'm going to take it a step further, too. I think the business between the Garcia brothers had been done a long time ago. I mean, everything was going to be a cash out. So, like you said, waiting for the Manny fight, what I'm saying? It was like, Robert had all the advertisement he was going to need to get new clients or whatever he was going to do. He made his bones off of, creating his brother and getting him to that point. So it was like, yo, whatever was the last joint we was going to cash out, cool. No disrespect to Sandor Martin. I see Anthony Yiggett showing him love because, whatever, but nobody thought.
Not showing him love, bro. That was a month ago. That was September 19th. Yeah, bro. It was a month ago.
The foreshadowing.
He was just telling us stop sleeping and Mikey better not sleep. We just ain't notice. Like, that's old. That's the producer. Yeah. The producer went and digged that up on his Instagram. On his Twitter.
So now when you talk about that cash out element, waiting for now it becomes you got to have that fight with Regis, and it's like sink or swim for Mikey. I would have loved to see Mikey and Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Because, look, this would have been the way it looked like that. This would have been a good win for Danny, but that didn't go down, man. But, yeah, man, great night of boxing. Shout out to Bamba, man. Shout out to Bamba. Big win for him. And, yo, I'm going to say it, man, because I'm not whispering about that shit. They're going to bring up this fucking welterweight from Namibia out of nobody, and she put pressure on fucking Savannah Marshall. That was exposure to me. I don't care what y'all say, man. The fuck out of here. That was exposure. Yeah, Savannah Marshall, she is definitely skilled, but you can't be impressed off of that. Come on, man. That lady was like the African Crystal. I had the link.
You had the link. You had to hit a bunch of X's? Or you got a
Nah, I'm Gucci. Sweet off sweet. Yo, this girl was like the African Chris Lovejoy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And people was acting like Savannah Marshall destroyed her. What I mean is this girl was undefeated out of nowhere, and she was a welterweight, and she put pressure on Marshall for 2 rounds. Yeah, for 2 rounds. But I'm just saying to myself, can you imagine? I'm talking about that early, man. That's a great fight coming up if they build it properly, man. But yeah, man, shout out to TBV, man. Shout out to you, Ness. I'll be back tonight for that flagship show. You know how we do in this community, man. TBV for life. I'm out.
Let's go. We actually got a super chat from London. London Runs Boxing. It says, give whoever you want a counterpunch. Let's keep the show going. Let's see. I'm gonna let the people on Skype go ahead and you know what I'm saying? Just ask for it. Who wants it? You know you there. My Jimbe paid for his own. What up?
And I was coming for, talking about that Savannah guy exposed in 2 rounds, knocking the girl out. Are you crazy?
Oh, she knocked her out in 2 rounds?
In 2 rounds, talking about, she got exposed. Get out of here. She about to knock out Clarissa, man. 4 rounds, max.
Wow.
Put that on paper. I'll put money behind that, too. She's a beast, bro. She hits like a man. She don't fight like a regular woman. She got hands. Yep. But that's my call. Come back here. Defend that.
All right. Well, you know what? London Runs Boxing had a counterpunch. There it is. What up, I mean?
Hey, but look. Yo, Marshall's face was beat red. Now, mind you, she was fighting off the back foot, digging to the body, landing shots, letting her opponent tire herself. I saw all of that, Miami. I saw all of that. But what I saw was, and I just said, man, she kind of like bringing it to her moving forward. And then all the experts know, because that's what this community's got. We got experts. He said, yo, that girl was a welterweight. So I'm counting on my fingers because I don't count good unless it's motherfucking money. I said, damn, she came up 3 divisions and she walked this big-ass super welterweight backwards. I could only imagine. I'm just projecting. It's going to be a clear difference in skill, but just a fighter that size, with no power, whatever you want to quote it. Come on, man. Like, walked her backwards and roughed her up a little bit. Yeah, Savannah got out of there by being a technical boxer, sure. But what happens when she's in there with somebody as equally, if not more technical? Forget about the size, because she didn't even use her size. We talk about using size like a super middleweight. She couldn't even use her size against a welterweight. And that was my point of how the exposure was clear to mine eyes, Mayimbe. Clear to my eyes.
What's the odds? UK Rob, if you out there, give us the odds. I know Skybet has it because we ain't got no Clarissa odds yet. America they don't be really, I don't know. But all right, it's done. He's done. My Jimbe, I know you use the boomerangs. I was about to say boomerang, but I think we did that. So, I think that's everybody. JT, I'll try you 3 times. And if that's a no, we are up out of here in SGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to be serving up some crow and talking about all this weekend's fights, all the action, plus any news and notes that's out there. Obviously, we'll be debating the Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney situation with all the co-hosts. So join us right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard and 6 p.m. Central. Peace.